could someone who claims to love me transform into a monster immediately after our engagement? I survived this abuse by God's grace because it was either his abuse killed me or I killed myself. I was so ashamed. Hello to everyone. If you're new here, welcome to Life with Courage, where we talk about everything that has to do with marriage, parenthood, life in general, and business. Today, I'll be talking about domestic violence and recounting the story of a sister of mine who is a survivor, and she gave me the permission to tell her own side of the story to the world and to also help educate other women and also men on domestic violence. It is real and it is killing a lot of people. It is causing a lot of harm physically, emotionally, psychologically, and we need to come out and speak about it. So keep watching, and this domestic violence series will be divided into two. So this is the first episode. The next episode will be in our next video. So thank you so much for liking this video already and keep watching. I'm reading the story from this phone because she sent it to me, and I'm reading it for you guys to actually understand what she went through, starting from before she even got into this relationship. Hello to you all. My name, does it really matter? What matters is I am a survivor. I am a Cameroonian currently residing in the United States of America and also a mother. Here is the story of how my life almost came to an end because of the abuse, neglect, and conspiracy I suffered in the hands of my ex-fiance and his family. This is my side of the story. 3 years ago, I finally saw one of my greatest dreams come to fulfillment. This dream was to get into the vocation of marriage with someone I love and trust, and who loves me too. Well, so I thought. My knock door and introduction were concluded after the approval of both our parents. Knock door actually in Cameroon is like an engagement where both families give their accord or they give their approval for the marriage proper to hold. That's what knock door or introduction and introduction mean in Cameroon. So I was very excited to be planning my wedding. My ex-fiance was based in South Africa, which made it difficult for us to meet up before our introduction. So I cannot say I knew deeply whom I was getting married to, aside from the part he showed me, the part I had heard from friends, and the part he wanted me to know about. This is so sad because if she had met with him physically, that's my own opinion, I think she would have spent some time with him and tried to pinpoint some of these characteristics or character traits which he had and he was hiding in the long distance relationship. This was indeed the first mistake I made, as you will understand what I mean subsequently. If you have been watching this video to this point, thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed yet, please go down to the red button and click subscribe. Please make sure you give a thumbs up to this video and also click on the notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video, you'll be the first to know. So we're talking about this sister of mine who survived domestic violence, who survived suicidal thoughts, and is now living a good life. After the introduction, my ex-fiance was supposed to move back to South Africa while I followed after because my travel papers had to be completed. Before he traveled, we had some time to spend together and we went out, we got talking, and one thing led to another and we got into an argument which wasn't supposed to be exaggerated, it wasn't supposed to be heated. But to my greatest surprise, I received a slap which I didn't see coming because I didn't expect it, given it was just a misunderstanding which we just needed to talk about. I quickly swept it under the rug and blamed myself for having provoked him. This was naive of me because it was a warning sign of the real person I was about to be with, but I overlooked it out of love, I would say. Another mistake I made was not telling anyone about it. And we patched things up and he traveled back to South Africa while I waited to join him there shortly after. So we'll end this episode here today, and from what we've heard so far, we discovered that this girl, because she was head over heels in love with the guy and because she cherished the vocation of marriage so much, she decided to overlook these warning signs. Because how will you meet somebody face to face just for about a week or 2 weeks, and then out of the blues you receive a slap because of a minor incident or a minor disagreement? That means in the future, if people have any disagreement, you will receive more than a slap. That should have been a warning sign, and she would have quit immediately, or she would have been ready for what she was going to face in the future. But that wasn't the case. She got into it blindly, and she got into it knowing that it was going to be perfect. Because the guy in question was very quiet, prayerful, obviously. For people that knew him, they would never have believed that he could hurt a fly. So that's the story for the first part. The second part will be in our next video, and please make sure you like this video and make sure you click on the notification bell so that when I upload the second part, the second episode, you'll be the first to know and you'll rush to watch to know exactly what happens with all the details and how she survived and left South Africa back to Cameroon even after being abandoned in South Africa, because that's what happened, and how she found herself in the United States. Thank you so much for watching. Here is Life with Courage, and see you guys in our next video.